While the early Ducatis are pretty awesome, the Ducati XDiavel is even better. Everything you wanted to know about the XDiavel but didn't know how to ask. What is the Ducati XDiavel? It is for the sport bike enthusiast who wants the comfort of a cruiser. For me, it's a way to enjoy the Ducati while still being comfortable like a cruiser. I feel that the bike offers form and function, looking good and performance while still being able to enjoy it like my other cruisers. One of the features is to have the front controls forward, mid, or in the rear. Mine are mids at this time. I find that I'm more comfortable on a sport bike with the controls in the middle. This is purely a rider's choice. Longer trip riders or taller people may want to leave the forward controls on. Another feature is the engine mapping. This bike has various modes to control traction and horsepower. More importantly, it has sophisticated electronics to keep the front wheel on the ground and upright. This is important when you have so much horsepower and torque in such a lightweight bike. You can read all the specifications anywhere on the net. My job is to give you the real-world experience and what it means to you. This bike is for a person that enjoys a cruiser but wants to enjoy the world of racing without the difficulty, training, and experience that racing motorcycle enthusiasts must have. This allows for a person with good knowledge of typical motorcycle riding to easily get on a sport bike and control the motorcycle more safely. I love the bike and the experience it allows an average biker to enjoy. The motorcycle is a master at providing as much power as you can handle. If you want to tour, it can also do that. If you want to go to 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds, you can also do that. The launch control can help you as well, keeping the front wheel on the ground and deliver as much horsepower and torque as the weight and traction will allow. Before I bought the Ducati XDiavel, I was considering a typical sport bike with what I call a camel hump to rest your chest against while leaning over. I don't consider this a comfortable position to ride. I know some younger and more agile motorcyclists may disagree. The way I see this bike, it allows me to have the fun of racing without the typical requirements and frankly, the skill required of track or racing bikes. It does feel a little like cheating, but that's okay. The bike also allows a rider. It is important for me to have my wife ride along so we can both enjoy the outdoors together. It is mostly a bike for one due to the quick maneuvers and acceleration, but can be enjoyed with two as well. I have several bikes, so I have the luxury of using each bike for a specific purpose. However, if you only have one bike, this would be preferable to a typical sport bike due to the upright position, allowing you to travel longer distances much more comfortably. The acceleration is really incredible and frankly much more than you really need, but I would rather have too much than not enough. I'm sure many of you would agree on a motorcycle. Okay, well, my wife probably wouldn't agree. Why would a person have so much horsepower, you ask? The answer is because we can and we like it. Okay, that answer probably will not satisfy your wives or girlfriends, but guys probably understand. Let's be honest for a moment. Why do we even own a motorcycle? Do we really need one? Is it the cheapest and most practical mode of transportation? Well, no, it is not. We ride because we want to, and it makes us feel good. Let's not pretend it makes sense. When a wife or girlfriend says, "Why do you ride?" and you say because you get 35 or 45 miles per gallon on the Ducati while sporting around, is that answer really going to make sense to her? Well, again, probably not. You could simply own a smart car or a Prius, right? The crash ratings are better, so let's not kid ourselves or others. Motorcycles are inherently more dangerous than cars. However, with good strategies and proper equipment, you can enjoy your bike for years. Riding is about the experience and not practical things. When you decide to buy a particular brand or type of motorcycle, you're not using the practical side of your brain, are you? No, it's the creative and fun side, right? So don't try to make this about being practical. Just agree that we're not being practical when we're buying a motorcycle. We do it because we want to, and we should get what we want. Well, at least if it's in our budget. We go to work, pay bills, do our duties, right? This is something just for the sake of itself, no other reason. Life is a balance between work and play. Play too much and we can have problems. Work too much and we can have problems. So it's a balance. Motorcycling is balance. Okay, pun intended. Let's get back on topic. So why pick the Ducati XDiavel? If you're looking for something sporty and comfortable, then this is the bike for you. Let's face it, it's just fun to ride a Ducati. The Italian bike is a masterpiece in form and function. It looks good and can deliver on its Ducati promises. Can you buy a less expensive bike? Yes you can. But would it be a Ducati? Actually, I don't know of any other bike you can sit upright and still be on a super bike like this. This bike has the Terminati exhaust that replaces the original system. It sounds excellent and is everything that you would expect from a Ducati. Would I buy this expensive motorcycle over again? Yes, it is worth the money to me. The engine mapping, the upright position, and the optional front, mid, or rear controls is impressive. Additionally, the horsepower, torque, and responsiveness is everything a Ducati should be. With all this, it is still a safe motorcycle with its ability to keep the tires on the ground while being very quick. Overall, it is a wonderful piece of engineering and artwork. The only change I might make is to install a different rear shock. I think the issue is that it's very difficult to adjust it properly. This is small and I'm sure it could be fixed. I have not looked into it. I like slightly bigger diameter hand grips, so this may be a modification in the future. It's just a real joy to ride. Well, thanks for watching. It's been a fun ride. Click subscribe and turn on notifications. See you on the next video.